G'day guys, welcome back. I am going to do that other straight pour using some reds and oranges with the white mix with the satin enamels to give us that little sort of cloudy pebble look. Oh, I'm just going to get my cup. I forgot to grab a cup. Oops. Get it apart. Come on, cups. Oh, goodness me, that was an effort. Right, there's my cup. I am using, as before, Floetrol. When I do these straight pours or jiggle pours, I use the Floetrol with the Liquitex Basics paint, so it works really well. Now, I'm running out of my Artist Loft White, so I have substituted it for the Mont Marte White, and it worked really well in the last pour, so I'm going again. I have got, I'll write it down, 60 grams of white Mont Marte, 20 grams of satin enamel, that's a third, so that's 80 grams. And then I mix that 2 to 1 with Floetrol. So, what did I do? 160 grams of Floetrol. So 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part white mix. Now, the gold. I like this to be really thick because I don't like my gold to be dispersed everywhere. So I use 2 parts paint to 1 part Floetrol. And all the Liquitex Basics are 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. So we have Turquoise, which is that one there. I've got a little bit of magenta from, well, I've got the magenta from the last pour because I didn't use it. So we've got magenta. I've got some phthalo blue down there. This one is cadmium orange, cadmium deep red hue, and the yellow one is cadmium yellow deep hue. So those are my colours. Righty-o, so let's get going. That's my white. It is a little bit thinner than these. It doesn't leave quite as big a mound. But it does, I find it does need to be a little bit thinner, just to get that sort of, you know, the cloudy effect that we're after. I'm going to start with some white in the bottom this time, just for kicks, hey? Right. Now, magenta. I'm not going to use the red next to the white, but I don't mind the magenta next to the white, so let's do that. Magenta. And then a little blob of gold. The gold's pretty thick, so you've got to be careful when you tip it like that, the whole thing doesn't come out. Just be careful. Now I'm going to go with the red. And then I'm going to go with the orange. Whoops, you seem a bit thick. See the big blob that just went in there? And then put a little bit more Floetrol in. I put my Floetrol just into a squeezy bottle like this, so it's easy for me to add rather than using the big bottle, because when it's new, it's heavy, you know, and just pour a little bit in. Oh, that's still really thick and globby. Okay, let's put some more Floetrol in. You don't have to use Floetrol. If you want to thin it out quickly, you can use water, that's fine. Okay, that's it. I don't want to make it too thin because I like my fingerlings. If you make your mix too thin, you won't even see your fingerlings. Some white. And then some yellow. Do I want yellow? Let's go with the magenta again. And then the yellow. And then I'm going to have to put a little bit of a barrier there. Probably going to get a bit of green anyway, but let's put the turquoise down next. And a bit of gold. And then with the blue, back to the white. And the magenta again. Finish that off. These little cups of colour, I did 40 grams of Floetrol and 20 grams of paint. because that's all I need. I don't need a lot. You don't need a big full cup like this. And because I've got so many colours, 40 and 20 was ample. Just checking my camera's still on. Okay, and the gold. I think the gold and the magenta would look really pretty together, so that's why I'm doing that. And yeah, the red again. Again, the red and the gold I think would look really pretty together. No, I can't go white. Let's go yellow. Probably won't use all of this paint that I've got in here. Finish off with some turquoise. Okay, so I've still got a little bit of paint left in each. I didn't use all of them. And I think I'm going to do a jiggle this time. I'm going to start with, oh, I haven't got much white left. I'm going to start with it up high, and then I'm going to come down low and do a jiggle. That way I'm getting that nice fold of paint. See how it's folding over on top of itself? It's giving me those little fingerlings that I like on the side. We'll see how this turns out, eh? Hopefully I haven't got too much white in here. Oh, that magenta with the gold and the turquoise, that's looking pretty. Slow it down as you get to the end of your cup. And I might not take it all the way to the end because that's quite a lot of white that's coming out now, isn't there? A little bit more and then I'll stop it. There's a lot of white coming out. Okay. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, look, I'm over to the edge again. Why? Now, I've only got a little bit of this white left, so it's going to have to do. And I'm not going to use that ultra thin white like I did last time. I'm obviously pouring on an angle. For it to come out like that. I'm not pouring very straight, I don't think. Come on. Right, so that's the leftover of the white. And I will just spread that. Move over. Move over. Shoo fly. Queensland in summer. What are you going to do? Flies everywhere. It's just part of it. Alrighty, I'll try and do this quick. Oops. Come around here. There's some really interesting effects happening in there, isn't there? Really cool stuff going on. Try and spread out this white a little bit. The paint's quite thick, so it makes a bit of a puddle in the, like a dip, I should say, not a puddle, it is a puddle, but it makes a dip on my canvas because it's quite heavy. I'll try and pick some of that up, put it there. Really don't need very much there. It hasn't got far to go, has it, till it's over the edge, so I won't worry too much. Push that round there, that'll do. That will do me. Okay. Now, let's give it a torch. It's very colourful. Oh gosh. Yes, I know, you're getting a bit excited, aren't you? This is the new can that I've put on. So whenever I put a new can on, he gets a bit excited. You've got to be really careful not to shake them too much. Okay, well you can see on the very edge here, where I poured from up high, we're getting some little pebbles and things happening with the paint mixed with that white in the center puddle. So we're getting a few little reactions happening there. And then when I work closer to the surface, we'll get more fingerlings, I think. Okay, so we'll go off here first, or go that way first because it's closer. The paint's closer to that corner. And come back. And we've got the momentum happening, so we'll just come straight back to the opposite corner. Paint is rolling over itself, more so than it did last time when it just sort of slid over the top. It's very cartoony, these colours, very bright and cartoon looking. Okay, love this half. That half not so much. I wonder what would happen if you actually tipped half of it off and just kept that half. What do you think would happen? Not sure. Okay, now we're going to go off to the opposite corner. I may try that one day, but I guess I'd have to pour more pour here and then get rid of that straight away and then stretch all this out. Something else for me to try, hey? I'll go over the edge. We're still taping. I might actually do that. We'll see what happens later. Back to the middle. Let it go right over to the opposite corner. Go over. See how beautiful this is? And that, I just don't like that. I'm going to actually tip that off later. We shall see what happens, how it looks. Let's get over here again. This little bit here is dry canvas. I didn't think it would make a difference, but it has made a difference. There's no white on that little section there. See how it's not actually flowing over the edge? I didn't think that tiny little area would matter if it didn't have paint on it, but it obviously does. Something else I've learned. Still learning, hey? Every pour I still learn. Okay, so we need to have paint on every surface. Is it over? Just. Okay. Wow, I'm really liking this. Now let's get this corner off that I don't want. I'm going to do it that way. Okay, here we go. So not keeping any real pattern as such in the center. I'm just going to get off some of this area that I don't like. Look at that. That's it's got a little bit of white on it. Thought maybe it didn't have anything on it, but it does. All right, now here we go. I'm going to take this off. So I'm going to leave it like that and look at it because I don't know if I want the white there or not. If I take too much more off, I'm going to lose composition. Let's go there, I think. Leave a little bit of the white. Okay, I'm going to torch it again. Wow, that's very different. I've never done one like that before. I really like that. It hasn't got the usual, you know, the block of rings. Okay, let's have a little look at that. What do we think? It's certainly not the same sort of composition as the other one where you could see more of like a circular look, I guess. This is more, it is certainly more abstract. But yeah, I really like that. Got the big turquoise sort of pebbles happening there. I'll take you down for a close-up anyway so you can see. Let me just do my corners real quick. So let me know what you think of this with, you know, more of an abstract sort of a look to it. I need some of that turquoisey, purpley look there. Or do you prefer the more traditional kind of a look? Which is, oh, let me grab it. So that was the one that I did yesterday, put up yesterday. So you can see the circles, the rings all the way around. And then this one, you can't really, it's totally, it's a different look. I really like it actually. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking, oh, I really like that. Is that corner covered? Let me go around and have a look. Oh yeah, it's good. Oh, that's good, because this was the corner that I tipped most of it off, hey? So I'm a bit unsure about that white on the edge, but I really can't take any more off. See, I don't normally pour white in the bottom of the cup first, but I did this time. So I wanted it next to the pink, but it probably would have been better without it. This is so pretty. Okay, let me take you down. You can see what you think. I really like those colours together though. Hey, wow. Yeah, I'll do that again for sure. Those colours. It just looks so energetic and bright. Do I want to turn my light off? Maybe not. You see the little straps of colour. Oh, I haven't really got the fingerlings as much in this one because I've tilted them off a lot. Like there you can see them. But I did sort of tilt a lot off, so I've kind of lost the fingerlings. You can see the gold in there, so it's going to be really pretty once that dries. I just really like the, I guess the busyness of it. There's so much to look at. And the colours all blend so beautifully together. So yeah, really happy with this one. Let me know what you guys think, if you like it. There's a little eyeball thing. No, not really. And then the gold sort of is shimmering away there with that turquoise. It's a bit hard to see when I'm trying to take a photo of it for you, but it is there, and when it dries, you'll see all that gold sparkle come through. So there you go. What do you think? Do you like it? I do. I love it. I don't know which way it would go. This way? This way? Maybe this way. Alright, thank you for watching as usual. Hope you've enjoyed the video. And I'm certainly going to try these colours again. And try and get some fingerlings. And I also want to do more of a just pink and gold, like shades of pink and gold. Maybe a little bit of purple, because you do need a dark colour just to help the other colours pop. So that'll be coming up soon. I've got a couple of other ideas of things I want to do, so I will see you real soon. Don't forget to hit the little bell to subscribe and be notified when I put up a new video so you won't miss anything. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.